And a pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to this week's edition of Public Report. I'm Lee Winston. The focus of today's show is youth in Nevada. You know, spring is here, which means that summer's just around the corner. If you have kids, you've probably been wondering what can be done to keep those kids occupied during the summer months ahead. Well, stay tuned. I'll be talking with Jocelyn Oakes of Nevada Partners in just a moment, and later on the show, I'll catch up on the latest at the Leeds Discovery Children's Museum with Emily Newberry. But first, let's take a look at someone who is assisting young people with an interest in music who need helping hands in getting their first musical instrument.
What do Bobby McFerrin, Yo-Yo Ma, and Branford Marcellus all have in common? They all played musical instruments when they were children. The school band is not just a long-standing American tradition. It's proved the starting ground for many a musical impresario. Unfortunately, not every kid who shows some budding musical talent can afford an instrument, which can be very expensive. But thanks to the new Music for Hope program, sponsored by Mike Jones, many kids who might otherwise miss an opportunity to cultivate their talent now have access to musical instruments. Mike, can you tell us how this program got started?
Well, we saw a need. There's a lot of kids that can't participate even in their school instrument programs, instrumental music programs, if they can't afford to buy or rent an instrument somewhere. So we wanted to give them an opportunity to participate. So we provide them with instruments so that they can get involved and hopefully not get involved in gangs and drugs and the other things that kids get into if they got too much free time on their hands.
Great. How many kids have you gotten instruments for so far?
So far, we've actually given out 5 instruments, and we have another 25 instruments available right now to give out, and we're hoping in the next year to help over 100 kids in Clark County.
That's impressive. How do you target the kids?
We work through the Clark County School District at this time. They've identified 10 schools that are at risk, where the majority of the students' families are from the low or very low income levels. And we talk with the school music instructors, and they give us a list of kids that want to participate in programs but can't afford to, and we set them up with the instruments.
Music for Hope has made the difference for one aspiring musician named Jonathan Miller.
At first I didn't have no instrument at all, but my teacher, Mr. Tyler, was looking around and he found Mike, and he said he would have an instrument for me because I didn't really have anything to use.
And so here it is. It's a beautiful saxophone. Were you happy to get it?
Yeah.
Can you play us a tune?
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Tyler, does this program make a difference for kids who want to get in band class and may not be able to afford an instrument?
It certainly does. As a matter of fact, what it really does is takes the pressure off a lot of parents who really can't afford to either rent or buy instruments for their kids, and it gives a kid who really wants to be in the band program an opportunity for an instrument. And I see a big difference in, like Jonathan, for instance, a great difference. And the parents are so appreciative that I think the program is really going to help the whole county.
Wonderful. If you know a child who would like to take part in school band but cannot afford an instrument, you can contact Mike Jones at 364-9473. The Music for Hope organization also encourages and accepts donations of used musical instruments. The organization hosts monthly meetings at the West Charleston Library on the first Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. Their website address is www.musicforhope.com.
Music for Hope. So if you got one of those, you know, young musicians out there, someone who's making a lot of noise, beating on the table and all of that, you know, you maybe want to focus in that direction. And obviously, now not having an instrument is not really an obstacle. So there's an organization there that's really making a contribution.